I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and talk about it. See, I'm having a fatigue. I am really getting really tired of you Africans, of you tethers talking. Talking about things you know nothing about. Now, I don't like Tariq Nasheed. I think Tariq Nasheed is very toxic. I think Tariq Nasheed, you know, has helped create the spore wars, right? Between African Americans and those in the Caribbean and those in on the African continent, right? But what happened last week, and we know what happened last week Wednesday, when on September the 10th, last week, which on Wednesday, when Charlie Kirk got assassinated, got killed, and with all the buffoonery that Charlie Kirk have done against African American people, you got these Africans trying to speak on things they know nothing about. You got Caribbeans speaking on things they know nothing about. And I'm really, really getting tired of them getting in the way. You know nothing about the African American community. You know nothing about the experience of Black America. Black America is 13% of the population. You come from countries that are 90+% Black. Y'all never been a minority. There is never was laws targeting you post-colonial, yes, post-colonial, for you being black. The last country that sit there and did that was South Africa and Rhodesia. But y'all out here doing all this. See, I'm really getting tired of you tethers. Y'all out here talking and don't know nothing. Don't know anything about dog whistles. The dog whistling effect. There's certain terms and phrases that mean something that are euphemisms that means something else. It's a euphemism. Terms like law and order. That's a euphemism. See, yes, the word sounds nice when you say law and order. Everybody wants law and order. But when you see the policies being implemented in it, then you will see, oh, they're not for law and order for everybody. They just want you to be removed from society, to lock you up, or worse. But y'all get up in front of the camera and say, well, so and so isn't racist. So and so isn't this. So yes. So I'm gonna go on my Twitter, right? We're gonna dive deep into my Twitter, right? Because you tethers get on my damn nerves at this point. Y'all do. Because I'm having tether fatigue. And I was on bomb cherries and channel the other day and shout out to Brown Ellie. Because she's talking about this certain video that I saw concerning Charlie Kirk. You got this Nigerian Negro. You got this Nigerian. So what I'm gonna do, and no, I do have a video coming up. I do have a video coming up of all of Ted Nugent. I got video of Glenn Beck. I got video of Sean Hannity making those racist things about Obama. That video's coming up though. So Queen, don't worry about it. Those videos are coming up because yeah, I have a long memory. So let me go ahead and put down this banner down. Let me put this banner down real quick, or this overlay. And we on my Twitter account, right? I'm really getting really tired of y'all talking about things you know nothing about. Right? Really getting tired of people trying to talk about things they know absolutely, positively nothing about. And here's him.
For the black people who are for the black people who are celebrating this, right? Please stop acting. Stop putting on a facade. You guys are not celebrating this man's death because you didn't agree with his views. You're not celebrating his death because, he's racist or whatever. I don't think he's racist, but whatever. Right. The reason why y'all hating this man and why y'all making fun of him dying is because he held y'all accountable. But for the black people who are celebrating.
Wait, hold on. He held black people accountable about what? See, we gonna see. I'm getting really tired of this. I'm getting really tired of this. See this African woman sitting right here with this, people really getting tired of y'all. A lot of y'all got low self-esteem. A lot of y'all do. See, I thought some of y'all will at least have, because though y'all had the British, the Portuguese, the Germans, the French, the Belgians. I thought that because you got Northern Europeans conquering your lands and colonizing and put colonies in your land and divide up y'all's tribes up, I thought y'all had a little bit more understanding about how the people of the North are, the Europeans are, y'all's colonial masters are. There's things called dog whistles. Like this term. I heard Charlie Kirk said the other day, about two months ago. Said, well, he was debating that black girl, and he went ahead and did that whole 75% of black babies are born out of wedlock. The only reason why children are born out of wedlock was a result of teen pregnancy from the 1980s and the 1990s. Teen pregnancy has been down dramatically. Childbirth been down. The childbirth rate has been dropping. So this idea that 75% is current in 2005 America does not make no sense. And that's been a racist trope. People was getting pregnant in the inner city because as a result of other issues like the gold shock of 1971. Everybody keep talking about it was a welfare program that kicked black men out the household and made the black woman subservient to the government, without even factoring how the gold shock of 1971 had made black men, just like every other man in the Midwest, in the steel industry, in the automobile industry, in towns that are connected to it, had depleted economically. A lot of men became unemployed. But y'all don't want to factor that in. Y'all think it's welfare programs, whereas white women get more welfare than black women. See, these arguments, these talking points makes no sense whatsoever. But yet we get you tethers. We got you tethers coming to America and sounding like this fool right here.
Please stop acting. Stop putting on a facade. You guys are not celebrating this man's death because you didn't agree with his views. You're not celebrating his death.
See, and that's my problem. Okay? That's my problem. And every time I'm gonna talk about myself. Every time I bring up these stats and these statistics, y'all want to kick me out of panels. Y'all want to kick me out off of panels and do stupid ass. Well, let's kick Big J off the panel. I'm talking about you black niggas on in this sector with them stupid ass bounties and shit. But let me dial that back. Because I'm still seething about hoe ass nigga Sherrod Bracy and Sexy Red with them stupid ass bounties. Anytime when somebody trying to bring up a good point, y'all get rid of them. But anyway, no for that, because I gotta get back to focus. See, the narrative is, black women are hoes. Hold on. Wait, well, hold on. I had my daddy. My mama had her daddy. My daddy had his daddy. So yeah, exactly. Who accountable? Who accountable? And you got some people trying to check me. No, you're not an American. Sit down and be quiet. If you were not a slave, if you were not a descendant of a slave who went to America, went to Brazil, went to Canada, went to Britain, shut the fuck up. Because each country I just named have different experience than what's in the continent. And also what's in the Caribbean. Y'all know nothing, and yet y'all get in the way talking. You got these damn Caribbeans talking. You got these you don't know shit about what America. You got this nigga from goddamn Jamaica who got a pot belly. Talking about he's for reallian. You're a fat nigga who got a belly. Talking about, oh yeah, my name is Rilo. For reallian Rilo. Don't know Texas is less racist than New York. Another tether talking and don't know shit. And saying Kamala Anthony was guilty for stabbing Alton Metcalf. No, take your ass back to Jamaica. Since you keep calling America Babylon, I'm really getting tired of you tethers coming to America and calling America Babylon. Well, if Babylon is bad, like it said in the Bible, why won't you leave Babylon? If Babylon is so bad, why are you in it? Explain that. While you talking about those, you international. You guys explain that right. No, explain that. If the United States of America is Babylon, and if Babylon is evil, why are you up in here? You should went back home to Jamaica with your pot belly ass. Talking about you rich and you over here trying to get on a GoFundMe for a camera. Talking about you a millionaire. Where is Vito when you need him? It makes no sense. See, I gotta go off this rant. It makes no sense to talk shit about the black American when it was black army troops that went into y'all's country. Let me take y'all back history. I was reading upon something over the weekend. And I'm going to talk about the country Liberia. And I'm also going to talk about the country called Sierra Leone. But primarily, I'm going to talk about Liberia. In 1917, the First World War came to be, right? So Liberia did not have a military. They only have one naval ship. And that naval ship was not no battleship. It was no frigate. It was no destroyer. It was no corvette. The naval ship Liberia had was a transport ship. And the only reason why they used the transport ship was to carry the troops from one part of the country to the other side of the country, up and down the coastline. So one day, in August 4th, 1917, a German submarine told the president, I know I gotta build this up so y'all can understand why these Africans shouldn't talk shit about black Americans. So in back to my point, on August the 4th, 1917, a German sub appeared off the coast of Liberia. The Liberian president was sent a message by the German commander of the sub. Hey, can y'all please shut down y'all's communication, y'all's telegraph machine? Can y'all take that down? And the Liberian president said, hell no. So the German submarine took a cannon and destroyed Moravia, shelled it. Then Liberia the next day declared war. And then who came on the shore? Oh, African American troops. This ain't the first time African American troops landed in Africa on your fucking ass's behalf. On you Negroes' behalf over there. But you got the gall, 100 years later, you got the gall to sit there and talk shit. It was African American soldiers that trained some of y'all's troops, like Nigeria, Liberia, Sierra Leone, Zambia. Over there in Ethiopia. But yet y'all going to come over here. Y'all going to travel 3,000 miles north and northwest, and talk shit, sign yourself with your quote-unquote, your oppressor, to talk shit about black Americans. I'm really getting tired of y'all. And this nigga right here is a prime example of what I'm talking about. Most black people in America are somewhat, and I got my criticism of the black African American community. Don't sit there and you know, I'm not no pro black back to Africa ass nigga. But the thing is though, I got my problems with the African American community my damn self. But goddamn, most black people most black people, that's 75% of us, are at least in one accord when it comes to the issue surrounding Charlie Kirk, the late Charlie Kirk. After showing video after video after video, oh man, I don't want to sit here and, you know, don't even want to admit what was said. It's always about we got to hold y'all accountable. You know, I'm gonna say this right now. We need to start closing down the border. And when Donald Trump called y'all shithole countries, who was defending y'all? When Donald Trump called you African countries shithole countries, who was defending y'all? It was the same people who share a racial identity as you. I'm really getting tired and fed up with you tethers. Because y'all really getting on my very last nerve. Right. What's going on, man, tomorrow? But I have a video coming because I document everything that was said about Obama for years. Called him a terrorist, called him a Muslim, called him a Manchurian candidate. I got all those videos, you know. But I'm gonna let that video is coming though. And let's not start on this, George, because I'm about to go in on those black pastors, mainly Patrick Wooden. I can't stand that Bishop Patrick Wooden. I can't stand him. A lot of y'all, a lot of them have low self-esteem. Y'all self-esteem is so low that y'all willing to sit there and actually play and try to play the game of, if I can't beat them, I'll join them. That's what this is really is. Y'all can't beat the white man, quote unquote. You know, I'm not gonna use the term the white man. That's you know, people kind of. I'm putting it in a better way, because the connotation of white man, we're talking about the government. But because you can't fight your colonial masters in Europe and in North America, y'all proceed to sit there and join them and recolonize y'all's brain. If you was the original man, oh yeah, but I'm also pissed off at Patrick Wooden, because he keeps on attacking the Baptist church. And I'm gonna say it right now, I am the defender of the faith. You keep on attacking the Baptists and the Methodists. Well, wait a minute. Wasn't the Methodist church and the Baptist church, I'm talking about the black people that was in it, wasn't the Baptists and the Methodists, wasn't we the ones that actually was part of the Underground Railroad, who was part of the drive to push out white supremacy out? That was part of the black activists. Patrick Wooden might want to shut his mouth. Got the nerve to talk about the Methodists and the Baptists. Oh yes, I got a video come for him. I'm in the editing process on that one, and I'm going to tag him. I'm gonna tag all his followers on in the title. I'm gonna tag all of them. I'm gonna explain it. Hey, explain that. I want you to explain this right here. You said this and you said that. What about this? Because you keep talking around on this issue. And I said this at the beginning of the year. People are getting tired of the black conservative. I have a problem with the Southern Baptists. I have a problem with the Southern Baptists. See, you might be Southern Baptist, but I'm actually mainline Baptist. But anyway, there is a difference. But anyway, there's about 4 or 5 things that's different. But anyway, let's keep it moving. But I find it very clownish that y'all will sacrifice your integrity, y'all's manhood, y'all's womanhood, y'all's manhood and womanhood for a person who makes money off of stereotyping you. George, I'm about to go in on Bishop Wooden. I'm about to go in on him though. I'm about to go deep and hard on the paint on him. Because there was so many things he been saying and he been getting away with it. He been that Negro been getting away with it. He said too much and don't know, and I'm listening to him like, wait a minute, huh? I remember that time when he was talking about the Baptists and saying, well, the Baptists, they like to talk about, the Baptists, they allow people to come into the church dressed up any way they want. That's not true. That's not true. However, the Bible did say, come as you are. So when somebody is doing this little dress code thing in the church, and if a person cannot afford to get a suit and tie on, if a person cannot afford to dress in a presentable fashion in the church out there for you, you're telling me what Bishop Wooden is saying is that what? You're practicing what? Classism. Come as you are. My grandmother told me that one day. Why you not? She was she be saying that a lot. Come as you are. As long you ain't sure that they're nude, as long you ain't dressing up. If you're a man, you're not dressed up like as a woman. Or you're a woman dressed up like a man. As long as you ain't come up in there looking stupid and looking silly, we don't mind. The doors of the church is open. But like I said, I'm going after Bishop Wooden because I'm really getting tired of him overlooking something that he don't want to talk about. But let me give y'all a spoiler alert. Let me spoil y'all for a minute because my channel is not monetized. So let me just go and spoil y'all. How come Bishop Patrick Wooden Sr. can sit there and talk about transgenders, the transsexuals can sit there and have relations with children? How can he talk about how the Democrats are for abortions and why the black women submit themselves to have abortions? He can talk about sexual innuendos about gays. But one thing he will never do, while his son is at the White House. See, I'm about to go here. About to go here with something. While his son is at the White House, how come Bishop Wooden won't talk about the Epstein files? You can talk about everybody else's sin. You can talk about Kamala Harris's, positions, political positions, why he's dangerous for America. Yet you ain't talking about the Epstein files. You ain't talking about Donald Trump and those Epstein files. No, you got to explain that. I know I'm spoiling. No, who his son? His son's name is Patrick Wooden Jr. His son was pressing down in at the White House, shaking hands with Donald Trump and JD Vance. Talking about I'm a proud black conservative. But what about the Epstein files? What about the Epstein files? I'll wait. Talking about everybody else being of sin. You saying everybody's full of lust. You saying gays are this. You saying transsexuals this. But what are you saying? You saying no transsexuals invading public schools and they're teaching immorality to little children. Then what is the Epstein files then? Explain to me the Epstein files and why you ain't talking about the Epstein files. Jared Epstein, that Maxine woman. I'll wait. You got to explain that. Patrick Wooden, you got to explain that part. And that's what's going to happen. Hold on. The emails are out. We're going to get some information. They're going to blame the victims. Yes, that is coming. But I don't know if y'all have watched Candace Owens live stream yesterday afternoon, because I was in the chat room on Candace Owens thing, her live stream yesterday, and I was in the chat room, and something that she said. Yes, I heard about the whole I'm trying to have a baby. I heard about Epstein and Maxwell trying to have a baby. Yeah. Donald Trump name popped up. Bill Clinton name popped up. Well, since Donald Trump's name has popped up, how come Patrick Wooden Sr. is not addressing that on his Sunday morning services? He can talk about everybody else. He can use that pulpit and talk about every other preacher, every other minister, every other this, that, and the third, except for the things that he would allow, that he want to overlook. He makes excuses for other people, but he'll sit there and condemn you. And that's why I said, listen, man, that's why that video that's coming up within the next couple of hours. How you gonna worry about somebody's the splinter in somebody else's eye when you got a log jam in yours? You got a wood plank in your eye, and you worrying about somebody else's a splinter, somebody else's. But I got a video coming from him though. I'm really getting really tired of black conservatives. I'm getting really tired of tethers talking and they don't know a damn thing. See, I wish people would hire me, right? I wish people would have hired me because liberals are violent. Liberals have a history of being violent. Woo, 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 woo. Well, I've done some digging. I went into my archives. See, the videos and clips that I have that I'm about to show you came from my archives. I don't archive black YouTube foolishness. I archive conservative Republican nonsense. See, I download a whole lot of shit. See, I have an archive. And yes, I tag everybody else about the video that's coming up, and I'm gonna ask a question. Explain that. Hold on. She said, Queen said, that just remind me of something. I'm gonna make a post on my community wall. All right then. But I'm really getting tired of these. You expect people to kiss your ass when you insult them, and then after you die, you want these people who you insulted to honor you. The words as a disagreement. Those are not disagreements. Those are insults. And denigrate people and use racial and religious stereotypes and try and make that as a debate. No, you're not debating about race. You're really trying to sit there and actually trying to denigrate the people who you talking about, whether that's black people, whether that's Hispanics, whether that's Arabs, especially Palestinians. But anyway, I said what I got to say on it. It's 7:23, so yeah, my video about to come up within an hour and a half. That video gonna come in an hour and a half. So yeah, I that's all I'm going to say for this morning. So check out the video that's coming. So anyway, I'm out. Y'all have a good one. And I'm really getting tired of these tethers talking. You're talking and don't know shit. So anyway, okay, you posted. Okay, I'm gonna read it, and I'll post something to you, Queen. I'll post something to you. Anyway, I'm out.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.